Imagine for a moment a busy city street at rush hour. Horns blare, people jostle past, their faces etched with urgency. Someone sprints for a closing train door, another fumbles through a bag, spilling contents in their haste. The air hums with a palpable tension, a collective anxiety to be somewhere else, to be done with this moment and on to the next. In this whirlwind of motion, mistakes are common. A missed step, a forgotten item, a sharp word spoken in irritation. We've all been there, caught in the grip of this modern current, swept along by the need for speed, feeling that if we don't rush, we'll be left behind. But what if there was a different way to navigate life, especially when the pressures mount? What if, instead of being propelled by panic, we could move with a quiet inner steadiness? This is the profound wisdom offered by the ancient philosophy of Stoicism, a call to master our pace, not panic. The Stoics understood something fundamental about human nature and the nature of our challenges. They recognized that haste, more often than not, is not a sign of efficiency, but a symptom of fear, anxiety, or a lack of present awareness. When we rush, our minds scatter. Our focus narrows, not in clarity, but in tunnel vision, making us prone to errors in judgment, overlooking crucial details, and reacting impulsively rather than responding thoughtfully. Think of a craftsman rushing a delicate piece of work. The result is usually flawed. A surgeon hurrying through a complex procedure, the outcome could be catastrophic. For a Stoic, the aim isn't to be slow for slowness' sake, but to be deliberate. Deliberation is the act of careful consideration, of weighing options, of understanding the situation before acting. It's about aligning our actions with reason rather than allowing them to be dictated by external pressures or internal emotional turbulence. This doesn't mean moving at a snail's pace. It means choosing the right pace, the one that allows for clarity, precision, and tranquility. Consider the Stoic concept of control. We cannot always control external events, the traffic jam, the demanding deadline, the unexpected challenge. But we can control our reaction to these events. When we feel the urge to rush, it's often an emotional response to perceived lack of time or ability. A Stoic would pause. They would ask themselves, is this feeling of urgency serving me? Or is it merely creating more internal chaos and increasing the likelihood of a mistake? They would choose to govern their internal state, knowing that a calm mind is far more effective than a hurried one. This mastery of pace extends to how they approach problems. Instead of leaping to solutions, a Stoic might take a step back, observe the situation from multiple angles, and break it down into manageable parts. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, often reminded himself to approach tasks with a rational and social manner, which implies a considered, cooperative, and unhurried approach. He understood that clarity of thought precedes effective action. Rushing often means we miss the underlying causes of a problem, leading to superficial fixes that only create new issues down the line. So, how does this translate into our daily lives? It means when faced with a mountain of tasks, we resist the urge to simply dive in frantically. Instead, we might take a moment to prioritize, to decide which task truly needs our immediate attention and which can wait. It means when an email arrives demanding an instant reply, we take a breath, read it thoroughly, and compose a thoughtful response, rather than firing off a half-baked message born of impatience. In conversations, we listen fully before formulating our answer, allowing space for understanding rather than interrupting with our own ready-made thoughts. This isn't about being passive or procrastinating. It's about being actively present and thoughtfully engaged. A deliberate pace is often the most efficient in the long run, as it minimizes errors, reduces rework, and conserves mental energy that would otherwise be spent on stress and anxiety. It allows us to apply our full attention to the task at hand, to truly inhabit the present moment, rather than living perpetually in the future, worrying about what needs to be done next. When we choose deliberation over haste, we choose quality over speed for its own sake. We choose wisdom over impulse. We choose inner calm over external chaos. It's a profound shift, one that doesn't just improve our outcomes, but fundamentally transforms our experience of life. We find ourselves less prone to frustration, more resilient under pressure, and capable of making better decisions, even when the world around us is moving at breakneck speed. So, the next time you feel that familiar tug of urgency, that pull to rush, pause, take a deep breath. Ask yourself if speed is truly necessary, or if a thoughtful, deliberate pace might actually serve you better. Embrace the Stoic wisdom that quiet confidence and considered action will always triumph over anxious speed. In mastering your pace, you master yourself. We'd love to hear your thoughts. How do you manage the urge to rush in your daily life? Share your experiences and insights in the comments below. And if this perspective resonated with you, consider subscribing or following for more insights on ancient wisdom for modern living. Thank you for joining us on this journey of thoughtful exploration.